everyone, it's Cathy from CathyZielske.com, welcoming you to another installment of Cathy Makes a Card. In this video today, I am going to be playing with Distress Oxide inks, which are amazing, and also I will be dabbling in the cuteness that is anything by Lawn Fawn, because let's be real, right? All right, I'm starting today with some Bristol Smooth cardstock and 2 Distress Oxides. Now, these are very new to me, but here's what they're helping me do. Blend. You guys know I'm not a master blender. I think when people, when they write my obituary, they're not going to say, she was a designer and she was a master ink blender. That's not going to be said. But I will say this. It is true. These inks blend much more easily. And even if you do something stupid like I just did there and, pushed it down way too hard, you just keep blending and you can blend it out. So the results, once I had it the way I liked, I just got out my magical Distress Express, I sprayed water on it. Because the effect of water on this paper and ink gives you that cool oxidized look. And Tim Holtz can tell you way more about it than I can. So my plan is to use this dye with that cardstock when it dries. This is the cutest stamp set alive. And I have a problem with Lawn Fawn in that everything I see, I want to buy. So that's how I define a problem. But here I'm going to use my Misty tool and some Neenah Solar White cardstock to stamp for some coloring that I'm going to do with Copics. But look what happens. Okay, I didn't get enough ink on, and this is why the Misty is amazing. Amazing, because there is no way with my limited stamping ability that I would be able to reline that up. But because of the Misty, I just want to cry. Okay. Little Copic coloring. I don't have a lot of markers, and so I kind of try to make do. I watch other people's videos and think, okay, that's close. And my shading skills also still sorely lacking, but you know what? I do just fine. So I'm just going to make some colors that I think closely match my card background. And I've got a few yellows and I've got a few pinks. So I'm going to color in my plane. And I think it looks pretty good. I need more markers, but don't tell my husband that. So I'm going to color in a little gray here and the little propeller and the wheel. Good to go. Looks great. Now, if you see that little mucky, I screwed up some stamping at the bottom, so I just used that to try to see, oh, will this light gray work? Note to self and to you, if you're going to use a really warm gray on a cloud, probably don't. It doesn't even show up in the final result. But I went ahead and took the matching dies for this plain and simple set. And it's so cute when you take it out and you actually did a good job cutting it, and and there it is. Seriously, so cute. Now, I colored in a few more things on another sheet because I wanted some options, and I did a banner in the matching yellow. And I went ahead and stamped that with VersaFine. I didn't do a great job with the stamping. I kind of mucked the bee up. But look at the results of the die cut oxide magic. I know. Cut that out, and then I cut another white panel out because I went ahead with my puffy cloud border also stitched. It's just so cool how it all matches. Do you know what I mean? It all matches. And I went ahead and cut those out. Now here's another thing that I've been using my Misty tool for all the time. It's for lining things up. So I get my adhesive on the back of my first layer of cloud and just press everything into the corner of the Misty. No more guesswork. Just lines up just like that. So I added some foam dimensional adhesive to the second piece. And again, use that Misty. The Misty gets a workout. Get a hashtag, get a frickin' Misty. Okay. I cut some fun foam to put on the back of this panel because fun foam is, well, it's really fun. And now I'm going to use my scrapbook adhesives to adhere the fun foam. I love using this adhesive for this exact purpose. It works great for me. So now I'm going to take the Neenah Solar White 110-pound cardstock and cut a card base. That bone folder, I am serious, people, worth its weight in gold. Now I went ahead and cut out another piece of stitched stitched, dyed that thing, out of the Solar White 80 pound. And then again, used my Misty to mount that onto the card base. And I always keep a little tape in there though to keep it flat. Thank you. Now I've got the panel all taped up. I'm going to go ahead and mount that with a nice margin of space. Now I've gone ahead, put a little dimensional adhesive on the back of my pieces just to give them that little lift on the card. I just think it's really cute how the banner is going to hang off that panel, right? And then time for clouds. I did not end up using half the clouds I cut, but I'm going to use them for other projects. I'll use them. But I did put one cloud here and then added a little dimensional adhesive to another cloud. And then actually, before I was completely finished, I did add a third cloud to the final card because the space under the banner and the plane, it felt a little too empty. But there, got those down. And there you have it. I am in love with Distress Oxides, and I am in love with this stamp set. And I am really looking forward to playing more with them both and doing other fun things involving airplanes and clouds. One thing to note though, should we be concerned that there is apparently no pilot in this plane? I like to assume it's being operated by a radio controller somewhere on the ground. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe to my channel and check out more videos in the center. To see more from me, visit my website today. Thanks everyone, and have a great day.